Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Mayumi Suli. I will report about the coronavirus outbreak. United States surpasses Italy for most COVID-19 deaths. Let's take a look at the global pandemic numbers now. There are 1.7 million cases of COVID-19 around the world. The US is more than 20,000 deaths, surpassing Italy, the country with the most fatalities. Today, alone the US recorded more than 1,700 deaths, and each state, the local government, are struggling with making decisions about school reopening and church services on this Holy Weekend. Becomes the world's greatest victim of COVID-19. Government officials continue to plead with citizens to stay home. But on the Holy Weekend, there is a state-by-state debate over allowing people to attend religious services. At least 8 states are allowing people to commemorate Easter Sunday, including Florida, whose governors continue to preach social distancing.
And we said, stay away from crowds, stay home as much as you can, be careful out there.
In other states, church parking lots will be federal and license plates recorded to enforce 14 days quarantines, but in most cities and terms fees will through online services.
Be patient. Endure.
The Reverend Timothy Coles will speak to his congregation through video after COVID-19, put him in intensive care for 21 days, and forced nearly 400 of his parishioners to self-isolate.
If anyone was to come to church and get the virus and die, then I think we would all feel really terrible.
President Donald Trump backed off from his earlier hope of filling off Easter Sunday churches. Now his focus on slowly reopening business and plans to meet with a new task force studying that next week. The World Health Organization and well-horsed coronavirus doctors are warning if lockdown measures are lifted to earlier, infection rates could soar again.
It's his choice, but I certainly will continue, as I've always had, to give my honest assessment of the scientific and data that is really the evidence that I base my judgments on.
But local leaders are really in control. Okay, what will reopen and what will stay closed? New York City's mayor has decided to suspend the rest of school year at a mayor-lecture's district.
It's literally a painful decision to close our schools because we feared at that moment that we would not be able to bring them back.
Schools are expected to reopen in September. Lawmakers and educators have learned their lessons on just how dangerous COVID-19. Big nations are already in crisis with weak economies, fragile health care system, and food scarcity. COVID-19 likely caused even more death and destructions in this part of the world. In developing nations like Uganda, COVID-19 threatens to be even more devastating than it has been in Italy, Spain, or New York. Weak health care system for sanitation and cramped living conditions could all contribute to a higher death toll. And with much of the planet on lockdown, these nations don't have the financial resources to support or enable to work. The UN say more than half of the world has no access to income support.
We have no food, we have no money. I think everybody has to pray.
I'd rather die from disease than from hunger, say this man in India's capital New Delhi, articulating the brutal choice that so many are facing the world. Food programs say the crisis will likely worsen. The situation in Africa's Sahel religions, truth and violence there have already pushed millions more at risk of hunger this year. Virus that causes coronavirus disease is spreading in some of our communities. This disease, also known as COVID-19. COVID-19 is proved to spread mainly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Those droplets can spread to the mouth or nose or hands of people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Take steps to lower your risk or getting sick. So I strongly recommend you to implement 6 steps to prevent COVID-19. Okay, first, wash your hand, often with soap and water, for at least 20 seconds. You can also use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. And the second, take extra measures to put distance between yourself and others. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And the third, stay home if you are sick except to get medical care. And fourth, cover coughs and sneezes with a tissue or the inside of your earbud. And the fifth, only wear a face mask if you are sick and around other people or if you need to take care of someone who is sick. And the sixth, clean and disinfect frequently touch surfaces. Please, together to protect ourselves, our families, our communities, stay at home and always look after our healthy body. Do useful routines such as read a book or fitness or maintain cleanliness or whatever. Okay, I think that's all for our meeting today in the afternoon. I'm Maya Mesli. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.